Okay. The last piece I want to touch on is really around the so this is really with regards to pass and sort of checking who you've billed for and who you haven't. So this sort of ties into the billing templates as well. You will need a billing template for pass, so for the 98990 in order to do this. So I'll just quickly show you that. So if we go into templates and we go back to bills, we've already got a pass 98990 template set here. So I'll just show you that. So if I edit it, so we've called it pass. It's available to everybody. But really the key elements here is you've got the code, the service code, you've got the diagnosis code, the location, and the facility. So really that's really all you need when submitting this code. And so this is set up, and you can use this obviously on a sort of on an ad hoc basis as patients are attached, but you can also use it to sort of bulk bill any patients that have been missed from billing the 98990. Okay, so you need to make sure that that bill is created before you can do any bulk billing for that particular code. And this time I'm going to go into reports in the top right. Just wait for this to open. And really what you're going to do here, so we're going to expand demographics. You want to make sure whoever you're billing for is going to be under the primary provider. So if you're doing this for somebody else, you make sure their name is selected there. And then you would select the status or statuses. That's for your longitudinal panel. And that's really all you need in the demographics. And then if we scroll down, we want to look at billing. And I expand the billing section. And in this instance, what we're going to do is we're going to look for patients that have not billed a 98990. So I'm going to put the code in there. You need to put a bill date. So we're going to look back, I mean, let's say 3 years. And then what we need to do is select the not. So really what we've got patients. So obviously this is for myself. So I've got patients that are active and patients where we have not billed a 98990 in the last 3 years. And then if I scroll back up on the right-hand side, I can click on searching and see who those patients are. And if you have a long list, I highly recommend that you actually go in here at the top and do a sort of a count so you can see how many there are. So if you click in the type and enter the word count, and then you can see patient count PDF. If I click on that and print that, that will just print the screen and it will tell you how many you have. Obviously, tiny number, we just have test database, but you may have many more there. And then what you can do, so if this list is correct, obviously it's worth reviewing, but if these really are the patients where you've missed billing the 98990, you can actually bulk bill those. And then, so I would scroll down and we would go into services, and this is where we apply that billing template we've just created. So in this instance, I'm selecting apply bill, and then I'm selecting the billing template. In this instance, it's this pass 98990. And I'll do this for today's date and make sure it's for the primary provider, just to be safe. And then in order to apply those bills to everybody in this list, you would just click on the gear icon. Just point of note, as you see, it's got a page limit of 25. You can actually change this to go 200. So if I expand it to show all 200, if you have more than that and you have a number of pages here, whenever you do this process, it will only submit for the first page. You would then navigate to page 2 and do it again. So I'm going to click this for the first page. So I click on the gear icon and you can see there's a tiny little pop-up which disappears, and it's now created this 98990 bill for all those patients. You can then go to My Bills and submit those.